Hey, how's it going everyone? So a little while ago I played through the end of Zoe Resident Evil 7 DLC on normal. I was going to go through on Joe Must Die, but I kind of put it on the back burner when I played something else, so I thought I'd bring you this little speedrun. It should help you get the achievement or trophy King of the Swamp, which is complete end of Zoe on Joe Must Die, if you haven't got it already. If you're going to do this, it's best to complete the game on normal first, so that you've got the single gauntlet you unlock when you complete it. It makes this run a lot easier. But yeah, much love for checking out the video. Really appreciate that. Let's get this going. Skipping that cutscene. So right away when you turn around here, you're going to have a molded in your face. So try and head to the right, grab that chem fluid. And then if you follow the path I do here, towards the toilet there, and then over towards this tree, this guy will lurk over and you can use the throwing knife you've just picked up to throw at that box, knock him over, get a quick stomp on the face, it's game over for that guy. And I'm going to use the single gauntlet for doing this. To get this, you've got to have completed the game just on normal once. So I'm hoping most of you have got this. It makes this a hell of a lot easier. You pretty much just want to get used to running at guys, smashing them in the face, running back, taking another shot after the charge. Keep doing that. It's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. Right here, you've got to fight 3 at once. So stay on your toes. Try to hit multiple at once. Make this a little easier on yourself. There we go. Oh, that double pop at once. Sounds nice. Once more. I'm thinking for this guy. Oh yeah. Right, so once you're done with them, you've got another throwing knife on the left. I'm going to try and show you where most of the locations are that are easy enough to grab. Because there's some stuff you need to do later on and you need enough knives for that. We're going to run to the back of that boat, crouch down before you reach the end of it, because if you don't, there's a 4-legged molded that will mess up your day. If you do what I did there and just crouch up until that tree stump, you can get behind both of these guys and stealth kill them. Makes life a lot easier where those 4-legged molded guys are involved. They're really tough and quick. Right, so we're going to come over here, set off this big guy after we've taken out both of them, and then we're going to instantly head back towards these boxes and crouch down. Just wait for him to be coming at you, which shouldn't take too long, and then head to the right around this tree stump to about here with the barrels, and then he should wander into the trap that's there, and that'll kill him in one. Charge up when he's done, smack open this door, make sure you crouch in or you'll hit the tripwire that's there. Box in effigy on your left, and duck under these. I was getting a little cheeky. You can go as slow as you like in here, but I was running around like a madman.
What the?
Just safely get there is what I want to say. We've also got to go back. Yeah. Duck under this one, through the door. Don't even bother with this guy. He'll kill himself on this tripwire. And we're just going to go back to Zoe now. This is kind of a good run. I think the total was something like 37 minutes or something like that. Pretty fast.
No.
Some of the fights in this game are a little tough. Specifically the Jack fights. There's also an area where there's 2 of those big guys at once.
Alright, now just let it work.
But basically you want to stockpile on grubs. All the little critters and stuff. And using them for health is gross, but it's useful. I'll explain why in a minute. There's some dialogue.
God damn it! Why ain't it working?
Let's blame this guy.
Was it?
Smack.
Won't be enough.
Smack.
She needs a full dose to heal completely.
Smack.
There's more.
Interrogation, mate.
Just untie me, and I'll take you there. Please.
What base?
I ain't done smacking. Just pounded him in the face as he gets dragged away. Ah, such a nice guy, Joe. And one for the road.
Shit. Gotta get Zoe out of here.
You just want to be standing next to Zoe by the time he finishes that sentence if you're trying to be quick. Surprise, motherfucker.
No! Gotta get going.
Let's head through this door and I'm right. We're going to head to the boat. Good times. So yeah, you want to save your chem fluids for this run.
Go. This is some horror movie bullshit.
because you can use them to make stake bombs, which are probably the most useful thing when fighting Jack at the end.
Okay. It's okay now, Zoe.
Because there's 2 fights with Jack that are really easy, and you kind of just need to keep hitting him and running away, hitting him and running away. But the last one is a little tougher because he's got more ranged attacks, so you want to save up your chem fluids and use that on the last fight.
God damn it all.
Right, that's that. Moving on.
Soulja Boy said the meds were at some kind of base.
Damn right they are. I'm going to lower my quality here because I'm getting a little bit of lag on my preview window here on my editing software.
And where in all hell did this wall come from?
He knows the swamps. This wall shouldn't be here.
Looks like somebody left the lights on. That's good enough for me.
I really like this Ender Joe mode. I feel like they did a good job in making it a lot tougher. If you've tried to do the Extreme Plus challenges, you'll know a couple of them are kind of difficult. You can't use the gauntlets for them. It's not really doing the challenges.
Just a little further.
It's not really doing the challenges that's difficult. It's doing the ones. There's like 2 or 3 of them that you have to do without the gauntlet, but you haven't got the right place to leave the gauntlet. If you've done, so you can do certain areas with the gauntlet and then have to repeat them without the gauntlet to get to the correct area to do it without the gauntlets. There's a lot of gauntlets in that sentence, I know. Stick to your left here because you've got a gator that pops out. There's also an effigy back on the right there, but I think to get it you have to put Zoe down and go back for it. I'm not really bothered about 1% punch power. Yes, I'll try and let you know which areas. It's a little later on.
I'll be back with something to make you better.
We're going to do this whole area stealth. We'll get these 2 critters first. I mean, these give you a decent amount of healing, but if you mix them with a chem fluid, you get a full heal. But there are a few locations of full heals anyway, and if you follow me along here, you can get through a lot of the game or this DLC without taking any damage. Sneak up on this guy. Use that cover before to your advantage, and then you can run along a little bit here, and you've got 2 moldeds chilling. And when you walk into that area, the easiest thing to do is to stealth take out the guy in front of you. But if you do that, this molded right here that's sitting here sees you and alerts every other enemy in the area. So you kind of have to leave the one on my left right now, that one over there, to very last, so you can stealth kill the rest, which takes a little bit more time, but it does make it a lot easier than having to fight two 4-legged moldeds, a normal molded, and this armored molded all at the same time, pretty much. It's probably quicker as well to do it this way. It's going to save yourself hassle. But yeah, that's it, the area clear. So yeah, those Extreme Plus challenges basically are timed areas. You've got to get through the areas within a certain amount of time, but if you're using the gauntlets, the time decreases faster. So some of the areas you have to leave the throwing knife at this, by the way, at this trap right here. We've got the first Jack fight coming up. You have to leave the gauntlets behind to actually do them, but there's no item box in certain areas, meaning you have to get through really hard areas without the gauntlet at all to be able to do the challenge, which makes it way tougher. But there's no achievement for doing them all either, which is kind of a stupid move. I feel like that would be a tough achievement to get. So right here, you just want to hit Jack with fully charged punches, unless you need to punch him and run away like you're really close. Keep your distance until you're charged, hit him, run away. You got plenty of room to do that. Yeah, I think when you complete all the Extreme Plus challenges, you get infinite weapons, so you've got infinite stake bombs and infinite spears and stuff. But I think to myself, like, what's the point? You know, there's no reason to play the game again by that point. You've done everything you need to. Probably won't play through this again now. I guess unless someone was going for the speedrun record or something. Like, I'm happy to do a speedrun of it, but I'm not gonna torture myself into getting the best time possible for a long time. He's getting weak over there. I think that's it for him, yep. Again with a surprise. Get away from me.
Just stay down.
And you got up on me really fast there. You got a creepy crawly there, and a punch doll, them effigies, right there in that hut on the right. So we're going to grab this stuff here, and then we're going to make sure the spear is selectable, because we need that right now. These water areas are the ones you can't do with the gauntlets, but this one's fine because you can just leave the gauntlets behind in the box that was behind us right there. But it's the areas, I think there's 2 or 3 areas after this. Oh, we're going to get slightly move to the right and throw this spear in this croc's face. Make sure you throw it when he opens his mouth, otherwise he won't die. And we can sneak around these next 2 crocs. Also charge up your glove, because if one of them does start coming for you, a fully charged whack with the single glove to the nostril of one of these gators and it'll knock them out. So just be ready just in case, but you can sneak past them like I am right now. But yeah, the next 2 or 3 areas you'll have to get through without the gauntlets on Joe Must Die. Oh, they spotted me. Run, run, run. Yeah, you have to get through without the gauntlet so you can do the next area at all. And it means you've got to do this next Joe fight that we're about to come up against without the gauntlet at all, which is so tough on Joe Must Die. So, so tough. It would have been cooler if they actually had achievements for doing all of those challenges, though. Didn't really give me a reason to do it other than the unlimited weapons. So when you get to the top of this ladder, there's 2 molded. You need to stealth kill one of them, and then you can run away from the other because there's a trap mine thing that will kill him for you in a sec. So he's done. I'm going to go to the right, up these stairs. The only reason for me to do the challenges is because the timer automatically comes up on the screen once you enter a certain area, and I didn't want that on my speedruns. I thought I'm going to put my own timer in there. It'll be annoying to have 2 on the screen at times. So I went ahead and finished them up. But it was a bit of a game, I'm not going to lie. So that one that we ran away from a second ago will get hit by a trap on the stairs. We obviously just stealth killed that one. And now we're going to deal with this one. Sometimes he'll see you and you'll have to punch him up. But if you're quick enough and get behind that little bit of cover that I did, you can sneak up on him and get the stealth kill. It's kind of useful. So we're going to charge up to punch the door down here. And once you've punched the door down, you're going to want to charge up again. If you're quick, you can get the stealth kill on this 4-legged molded. I'm not sure if I did here or not. No, I missed it. But it's good to charge up in case you get he turns around on you quickly and you get the punch on him. I tried to get the stealth kill there and it messed me up. But focus on him over the regular moldeds if you do miss it. Could have saved myself a few seconds there, but yeah, you can get the stealth kill on him. So regular game here, you're just going to keep charging up. Smashing him in the face. That's what it's all about. Just avoid those attacks. I rarely guard throughout this whole run. I think except for when I'm fighting Jack. We've got a creepy crawly there. Get a really quick punch on this guy if you can and then run away. You don't want to stay in that room for too long because he seems like he's morphing in or something, and then all of a sudden he's just there. Like, it seems like it skips the animation from coming in with that guy for some reason. Only happens if you get close. But he goes for a fast attack, so just be careful of that. He's done. We're going to charge up to get the next door open. And you need to drop down. Oh, you got hunting knives there, or throwing knives. When you drop down here, you've got a guy right behind you. So try your best just to punch him up, guard up if you need to. And then when you hear the mine go off behind you, it'll kill that one. And you can move back a little bit and try and get some normal punches on this guy. One more, I think. So once he's dealt with, you're going to want to crouch under this trap. And you'll have this armoured molded come through the door. He gets messed up by the pressure plate, but he's still not quite dead, so throw a throwing knife at that mine. And charge up your gauntlet straight after and smash him in the face, and that should do away with him. And then we're going to get the champion effigy, which is kind of a ball ache on this. I don't know if I'd advise thinking twice about getting this, because you have to set off this trap, and that can be really tough. and get you killed quite easily. So we're going to grab that. That's an extra 5% to the punching power. I wasn't sure if that was going to give me enough of a time save because you have to come down here to get it, but why not, right? Let's hop out, heal, and we're going to charge up, run around here, grab these two throwing knives that are stuck in this barrel, and then punch this four-legged molded in the face. And you're going to need to charge up again and hit him again. And then we're going to come in here, duck down, so that this guy doesn't get us with his throw up. And you need to aim really high up where you punch him there just to get the one punch. Run back out the room and come around back to here. And he's going to wander over here, and there's a trap in this doorway, and you want him to walk into it. There you go. And just before he actually sets that off, try and run back around and come into this door, because there's an explosive box right there. And when he gets close to that, coming back through, you want to hit it again. That does most of the work on him. And I think I might need to hit him once, maybe twice more. That might be it for him. Yeah, let's charge up again and get him. I'm pretty sure that's it. Providing you hit him with those two explosives, that makes that fight so easy. And we're going to move state bombs, which we had to create there, into our inventory. Equip them before you go up this ladder or before you fight Jack here. And then grab that effigy, the creepy crawler thing from there. And we're setting off this.
What? Oh, come on.
When in doubt, smack it.
This is
Okay.
it. Finally.
Surprise again. Surprise, motherfucker. So, what I usually do with the Jack fights is use one shotgun shot on each fight. Providing you've completed this on normal, you will have the Gauntlet and the shotgun. And if you get that, if you go down that air vent where I just got the champion effigy, you get another shotgun shot. So you've got one for each Jack fight. But straight away put the stake bomb down, and you're only using one heal. But you have enough stuff to make two, you need to save one for a little later, so only use one. And while you're stunned, hit him with a shotgun shot if you can. And yeah, normal stuff now. Keep punching him in the face. It shouldn't take too long to get him down once. The second bit is where it gets a little bit tough. Like I said, if you've been following along with me and you've picked up the same chem fluids I have, you want to save one or save one of the stake bombs for the next area, because it makes it a lot easier. Although by the end of the last Jack fight, we've got a ton of those stake bombs, and they come in really, really handy. So I think that's him down once, shortly. No, still up. You're a tough customer, Jack. It's got to be close. Oh, hit me there. Keep your guard up if you need to. I missed it there, but never mind. Didn't do too much of a tough attack. So when he does go down, hit him with a fully charged punch, and then do the finishing attack or whatever it is. Powerbomb.
Like that?
Now this is the tough bit. Just takes a while of repetitive punching. So I think at this point we've got a full med. But I try not to use it. I'm not sure if I use it here, I might do. But this is the time to use it if you get into trouble. There's a couple more ahead of us in certain locations where we can pick them up, so we don't need to create them really. But yeah, if you do need to heal, this is about the time you want to do your first heal during this fight. This fight takes so long. It's really repetitive. I feel like I've heard the words charging and complete too many times. It's mentally conditioning me to want to punch things. Be out in public and hear the word charge and I'll just randomly punch someone. Bring it on, Jack. Not doing too well, are you? You've hit me, what, twice? How many times are in a boxing fight? This should be all going my way right now. You realise that, Jack? You've hit me twice. I would count the punches, but no. Just no. Oh, 3. You do have to be careful getting close to him though, because he has chain attacks, and they're really powerful. It's chain attacks, charge attacks. Not really anything ranged, which makes it a little bit easier. You just keep running away a little bit, coming back and punching, much like the molded throughout this DLC. But if he does hit you close up, like he's chaining stuff together there, he can hit you with about 5 or 6 attacks, and you can't guard for it. It's really tough. It's got to be close now. Pretty sure he's going down soon. Oh! Yeah, so let's use a heal here. I think if you get past this fight though without healing, you can. I think yeah, it's not this area, it's the area after, but there's not really anything dangerous between here and the next part. And if you don't heal when you load up in the next part, you have full health anyway, so you'll save yourself a heal there. But I'm terrible, so I had to use one. It's fine. There we go. So what you got to do now is get the other finishing attack on him. Kind of a tough fight. It's probably the hardest of the Jack fights, to be honest, because that's how you get it done. Because on the last one you've got spears and stake bombs, several of them. Give me that.
Coming for you, Zoe.
Again, you should probably use better phrasing than that. I'm coming for you, Zoe. It just makes it sound a bit weird. Isn't she your niece? Strange thing to say, Joe.
Charge complete.
Charge up and mega punch this guy in the face, or falcon punch, whichever you prefer. It's your choice. Falcon punch, mega punch, 1-2 punch. We don't discriminate around here. Open this up. Chat to Zoe.
Zoe, I brought your medicine. You're going to be fine.
You're going to be fine.
No!
Back to my boat. Real swamp men have boats, alright?
Zoe! Where are you, girl?
I don't think she knows where she is. She's gone.
Hey! Leave my family alone, asshole!
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna get it.
You're gonna get it. So the next area is the one I was talking about earlier that you'd have to get through without the gauntlets, but would have had to have left them behind way before that Jack fight, before we ran through that area with all the molded.
Damn.
To be able to get here to do it,
Gone to hell.
which is tough, really tough. That last fight, you saw how long it took to beat him with the gauntlet. You have to beat Jack without the gauntlets. It takes twice as long on Joe Must Die, but it's the only way you can get here to do the challenges that are ahead of you, if you care enough to get infinite weapons for End of Zoe. But like I said, I just didn't want the timers on my screen, so I got them all done. But this run in particular, I was trying to get healed. It's not difficult to get through, but to get through it without deaths and whatever, or restarts, was kind of tough. Definitely took me a few attempts. There's a couple of bits coming up that were tricky as hell. But what would make a hell of a lot more sense is if there was an item box over on the right in that little shack thing that you can go into and save. But no, there isn't one there. Salty about it. You don't have to worry about this gator that's in front of your face. Just stick to the right and walk at it and it won't bother you. It will just turn away. And then you want to walk into this corner and to your left towards this fridge. And again a little bit to your left. Head towards this turned over bathtub over here. I'm guessing that's what it is anyway. It's kind of what it looks like. And avoid the gator on your right. You've got a creepy crawly in there. A snack for Joe. You're going to come out in here and head immediately to the left around this platform and around this gator that comes out of the water. Then there's another one. And you want to head towards this set of reeds that are poking through, and you should be able to go in between both of those gators and they won't bother you. If you just head straight here towards the dock from where you've just come from, you shouldn't have to worry about this big guy. You should just be able to climb up, run past him, and head to the door up here. Select your throwing knives so that when you come down here and go down to the left and drop off this ladder, you can throw it at the trap that's around here. You kind of want to follow the path I do if you're trying to do this just like I am, because this gator can get annoying and get you in the back. You want to blind throw that throwing knife at the bomb right there, which isn't as hard as it looks. So you can get away from that gator, come up here, turn to your right, run across this bridge, avoid all the pressure plates. And you want to have your throwing knife ready when you run into this doorway, so you can throw it at this trap to hurt this armored molded, and then you can stomp on him to finish him off. And once you've done that, charge up your gauntlet and get these throwing knives. There's one there and one right there. Smash through the door. Then we're going to use that stake bomb to blow up this trap that's blocking your path here. Otherwise you'd have to go down and throw a throwing knife at it. But if you do that, it saves a lot of time. Hell of a lot easier. Smash through here and you've got 3 moldeds to deal with. If you're in trouble with these guys, if you run back out of the door you came through and go back enough, then they'll despawn. And they'll only come back once you come back in the room. So it's a good idea to stay near the door in case you need to bail. It's kind of a tight area in here and these guys can randomly smack you out of nowhere. So do what you must. I was lucky I managed to get them both. And there's another molded on your left around this corner. Smack him in the face a few times. He's down for the count. Good night. And there's a chem fluid in this box right here. And when you come through here, you're going to want to get the throwing knives again to deal with this big guy that's walking along. You want to hit him with that explosive if you can. And then there's another one next, or on top of this post right here, you can get him with, and that's a pretty easy one to hit him with. The next one is the one that requires a little bit of timing. That second one should have knocked him down if you hit it in the right place. You need to hit it right now, like really early when he walks through that opening right there. And a lot of the time you can run past him without taking damage, but I was not so lucky. So there's a 4-legged molded to your left here. If you stick to your right and sprint up until about that point and then duck down, you can get through that area without him knowing and smash straight through this door. Which is kind of nice. Don't have to deal with that one. Grab up all of this stuff. Loads of spears. Loads of scrap. Throwing knives and whatnot there. Grab all of them. And that box is explosives. But you want to grab all of these sticks and the couple of critters that are there. You can destroy this box, get the chem fluid, and there's a bunch of boxes right here, but one of them is explosive, so you want to throw a throwing knife at the middle one to try and blow them up, get the chem fluids, make some stake bombs if you need some space. Don't know why I grabbed that cassette tape, but whatever. And this is probably one of the tougher areas. You need to run in, charge up, smack this armored molded, and then run back over here so you can duck down and smack this 4-legged molded in the face. And he should be your main focus as soon as he comes at you. Once you hit him once, he'll fly back and go down, making it easy to get the follow-up charge punch on him to take him down. And then it's pretty easy to take care of these guys. Just keep your distance, keep running back. Those 4-legged moldeds are annoying. But make sure you don't go anywhere near the exit here, because that'll spawn in the 2 big guys. And you want to try and deal with these guys before you fight them, just so you're not overwhelmed and fighting too much stuff at once. So once you've got rid of these, fully charge up your punch and run towards the exit, which is over here. So you can get a fully charged punch on that guy, and then you're going to do the same for this one that's behind you. And this is where all those critters you've been picking up hopefully are going to come in handy. You want to try and use this sort of mausoleum thing to your advantage and keep running around it. And just getting full charge punches on them. Which takes a while, but it's doable. It's real easy to take damage here. These guys take a lot of punches to kill, and their vomit or whatever can get really annoying. If you manage to hit them with your combos, the Joe combos with the normal punches, without the charge ups or whatever, I think that stuns them all the time, and that can make things a lot easier when you're fighting one of these guys, but when you're fighting 2 it can make it really tough. So just do your best to keep getting full charge punches. It seemed like an easier strat to me. And if you take damage, try to eat the critters. I know it's gross, but it's easier than using your full meds, which you might be later. Ugh. So gross. But yeah, gives you nice chunks of health. Num 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 num. Definitely gross to watch, but you know. So it feels like these guys take forever to kill. And they did a lot of damage to me. They had me pretty much next to dead a couple of times. Have hit him with quite a few punches already. One tip I can give you here is just to try and duck down if they're in your face and vomiting. It seems to help out a lot, but when you're running away, obviously you can't crouch. Just if you're close. Got to be getting close now. I think that little one is probably on his way out. That one. Oh, is that him? Yeah, there we go. Next one. Come on. Just die, big guy. Gotta be close, gotta be close. Unless I hit the little one a lot more than I did this guy. Is he done? Nope. Still coming. We're gonna eat some bugs. Lovely. Mmm. Protein. Okay, he's done. Oh no, no. Now he's done.
Charge complete.
Let's go punch this thing. There we go. So we got another surprise from Jack coming up. And then we're on to the last bit pretty much.
It's a goddamn sacrilege.
Goddamn sacrilege. Oh. He's an angry trunk person. Run.
Jack? What the fuck?
Damn. Just wanted to let you know, Jack, you got some shit on your face. You serious? That is not your brother.
Don't you touch her! Jack! Let me the fuck out of here! I'm your family! How the fuck can you do this to me? Get me the fuck out of here, Jack!
I think it's pretty safe to say that right there, that's not your brother. I hate to be the Captain Obvious in this situation, Joel, but you're being a damn fool. Okay.
God damn it. Oh, hell, Jackie boy. What's happened to you?
What's happened to you? So, we gotta go and get ourselves the Gauntlet, which is just up here. Around these trees, stick to your left if you can, it's a little bit quicker. But there's a throwing knife that you need to grab in a second, but leave it for now and head to the right here. Grab the first aid med that's on this counter just to get the molded that's over there on the right walking towards you. Then wait here for a sec. Be careful because you got these two coming from where you started, and then you can run around that guy and throw the throwing knife at the barrels so that you can get through to get to the Gauntlet without having to deal with them. Good times.
What the hell is this? One of their fancy toys?
Yep. So this one's way stronger than the one we've been using. But there's guys coming from where you just came from. You want to wait here on the corner, hit that one, and then wait here for the four-legged molded to come around. Fully charge, and one punch should do it. If you don't, the big guy and the four-legged can sort of get in your way and end up getting you killed, which is really annoying. This guy should take 2 punches, I think, and then charge up again to hit the 2 that come from the way you came a second ago and right here. And then we're leaving. Good times. So when you come up here, you want to charge up because you've got to hit a big guy. Open the door. When you get about here, you want to crouch, otherwise his vomit will stun you. Charge up again, grab the throwing knife that's just there around that corner, smack him, run through the door, punch these guys a little bit if you need to, and then when you come through here, those guys behind you will despawn, and you want to use the throwing knife you just got to throw at that red barrel to stun up and injure a lot of these guys. And you need to be careful here. I like to stay back a little bit and try and punch out these guys because the red barrel there can be easily set off by your punches, so just be careful. Oh, I'm hurt. Run, run, run. Punch this guy out. I'm so hurt. Never mind. We made it. We did it. There's a champion effigy around the corner where that big guy was, if you keep going straight instead of heading to your left and just on the right. But I was scared right there. So just opted to bail. At least we didn't die, right? So, all your items are in an item box now over here. And if you took the shotgun at the start, all your items should be below the shotgun. So go to the shotgun and just keep spamming whatever it is to get your items back for you. And you have everything you had before back. I put the gauntlet we had before back because the one we're using right now is stronger, the one you just got. I'm eating me some critters before we go anywhere. Get myself back up to full health. I didn't want to use a full med. That I don't know. Did I even have one by this point? I don't know. But also, you should have a bunch of spears left. Make as many stake bombs as you can before you go anywhere. I ended up with 4 here. Hopefully, if you followed along, you've got the same. And make some spears as well. I don't think I've done it just yet. Yeah, put them in instead of the throwing knives on my selection and make as many of them as I can. Grab the 2 first aid meds that are in this room in case you haven't got any. Giving you a couple for this fight, which is nice. And the last surprise, motherfucker. Just like slaps Zoe out of the way. He literally hit Zoe in the face with a table right there. You want to put the stake bomb down straight away. He'll get stunned if you detonate that at his feet. I completely missed that shotgun shot, pro. This is how you beat games, everybody. This is how you do that. Don't mind educating you, you know what I'm saying? But I use 2 stake bombs for each stage of the fight. So you have to knock him down a couple of times, so after you've knocked him down once, put another couple of stake bombs down. Keep hitting him with fully charged punches. And save all the spears for the last half. That takes him down a lot. I don't know why I wasn't going to get closer here. There we go. I think I was thinking he was going to hit me with a ranged attack, but he didn't. So, use this opportunity to hit him with a fully charged punch. Put the mine down. Keep using them. Does a lot of damage, then get the spears out. Oh, I obviously wanted to get another punch on him. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm always messing up. Try and aim for the face as best you can. Does a lot of damage if you hit him in the head. That's it for him. Those spears, man. Didn't even use the meds.
Farewell from the family, brother.
Boom. See you later, Jack. He is a tough guy to kill, man. Think about all the stuff we did to him in Resident Evil 7, let alone this. We ripped his head off in this. We just punched him into oblivion. The top half of his body was gone. In Res 7, we pretty much did the same as that, where we fight him with the saws. He blew his own brains out in the camera. Jack's just like, I don't know, a representative for torture porn or something. It's insane. But yeah, good times. It doesn't give you the time here, but you know, it says there 0 restarts. I don't know why the time is in there. It's kind of stupid. But I think that was like 37 minutes or something, maybe a little bit longer. I'm not sure. But either way, much love for watching. Have a great day, everyone. And until next time, take it easy.